what? I know what you're waiting for, friends. Let's go ahead and find out what's happening in the arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Hi-Rez Expo powered by INAT. Make some noise. Make some noise, everybody. It's so exciting to be here. My name is Evan Rainday Rayner, and most of you know me as Rainday. I'm a host, broadcaster, and content creator here at Hi-Rez, and it's so exciting to be with you again for our biggest event of the year and our biggest Hi-Rez Expo ever. This is a celebration, and frankly, this is our new year at Hi-Rez Studios. This is where we celebrate and cheer for the best esports players from around the world. We have the PALADINS World Championship. You can make some noise for that. We have the Smite World Championship. And we have the Hand of the Gods Founders Tournament all kicking off today. And it won't surprise you that we've got even more exciting things to come throughout the week and esports action that you do not want to miss. Now, of course, this is where we reflect also about the accomplishments of 2017. And this is where we also talk about the new stuff that we've got coming out for you all. These next 4 days, we have some exciting things to show you. I want to hear it in the crowd. We got a nice crowd here today. Make some noise if you want to see some new characters. Yeah? What about some new maps? How about a new game? Well, we may just have a little bit of each for you, but this year, I'm not going to be the one to tell you about them. No, to kick off this year's event, we're going to hear from those who have made this company what it is today. The leaders who keep the ship steering in the right direction. So, let's get it started. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our first keynote speaker of today, an intelligent and tireless leader, and one of the hardest working people I have ever met personally, our president of Hi-Rez Studios, join me in welcoming Stu Chisholm.
Thank you so much, Evan. Thanks to all of you guys that braved the cold weather to be here early this morning. And welcome again to the 2018 Hi-Rez Expo. You know, it's hard for me to believe, but this is our 5th annual gathering of the Hi-Rez community here in Atlanta, starting at the Smite launch tournament in 2014, which we held just down the road. I'm not sure about you, but this is definitely my favorite time of the year. I just love coming together as a community, our fans, players, and developers, connecting, sharing exciting news, and rooting for our favorite teams. But the best part of HRX is always getting the chance to meet all of you and to experience the passion that you have for our games. And for those of you that have been here before, is to reconnect with old friends. Who has been here before? Yeah. You know, I think it's almost 90% of the people, not 90%, over 50% of the people, I'm sorry, return each year, which is still amazing. HRX, though, is also a time for us to reflect on what got us here and where we want to go for the future. I still remember the day way back in 2005 when ROYALE, our CEO, told me that he wanted to start a gaming studio. At the time, he was running a very successful software company right here in Atlanta. He had hundreds of people working for him. I happened to be one of them. And we served some of the largest companies in the world. That said, ROYALE was probably the only CEO I've ever met that spent about 8 hours a day playing City of Heroes. You know, it was always, I'm contractually obligated to insinuate that it was always after work. But, you know, gaming was and always has been ROYALE's passion. So when he first told me of his desire to start a gaming studio, my first thought was that he was crazy. But after reflecting on it and having seen what he had accomplished with his other companies and knowing that lifelong passion, I also knew that only a fool would bet against him. ROYALE wanted to do for gaming what his other company had done for business software, and that is to create a constantly evolving series of games that would live for years, built up around a community of passionate fans. Today, the industry calls that games as a service, and it's slowly becoming a standard. But at the time, way back in 2005, this was a fresh concept, and the company had to blaze a lot of trails to figure out how to do it. So I watched from my desk at the other company with both excitement and jealousy as I saw Todd Harris, and then Chris Larson, and several others leave ROYALE's other company and head off to join him in his new adventure. When I finally got my chance to join them in 2008, I jumped at it as fast as I could. And when I first arrived at Hi-Rez, I was just blown away when I saw firsthand the incredibly talented team of professionals from all over the country that they had already assembled. Many of those people are still with us today, and they become icons of the company. You have Scott Zier, who has designed most of our games. You have Chris Larson and Todd Harris, of course. But you have Chuck Vinson, who's the art director of Smite. You have Phil Collins, who runs our platform team. You have Dan Lilleberg, who started our animation team. It's really amazing when we see the core group of people that were here in that early days and what they've done for this company. And so now, 10 years later, with multiple successful games across multiple genres, millions of fans around the world, and standing here at the 5th Hi-Rez Expo at a sold-out Cobb Arena, I'm definitely happy to say that, yes, indeed, only a fool would bet against ROYALE. But much more importantly, only a fool would bet against our remarkable employees, our fans, and the community that have stuck with us on this journey. I'm so grateful for everyone that is here today and the part you play in making this such a remarkable gaming community. I'm also eternally grateful for the generosity of our fans, of you guys. Since Smite's launch, the Hi-Rez community has raised over $1.6 million for charity, including over $600,000 this year alone. You should definitely give yourself a hand. Your generosity has helped flood victims, It's given the gift of gaming to needy children during the holidays, and it's fulfilled incredible wishes for kids with life-threatening medical conditions through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm proud to be a part of a community that is willing to take their hobby and use it to make the world a better place, so thank you again. At Hi-Rez, constant iteration and community feedback are core to our philosophy. We show things early so we can build the game with you. And even if something is rough around the edges, we'll give it to you and let you pick it apart, play it, and share your thoughts. We're not afraid to try new things, to build things. And yes, along the way, we do break things occasionally. Yeah, you can laugh, it's okay. We know. But we like to make bold changes. And yes, occasionally we will make highly controversial changes. The best games and the best ideas don't happen from playing it safe. But our goal is always to learn and learn and learn. So today, we hope to share with you some of our latest bold ideas for this year, as well as celebrate our community, our amazing esports, and the games that all of us have built together as members of this Hi-Rez community. So thank you to everyone from around the world that is here today. We love you. Now let's find out what 2018 will bring to Smite, Paladins, and Hi-Rez.
One of the original 5 employees of Hi-Rez Studios and executive producer of Smite, please help me introduce to the stage, Chris Larson.
Hello, gods and goddesses. 2017 was a big year for Smite. Last year at HRX, we brought a brand new game into the Smite universe, Hand of the Gods. Over the summer, Hand of the Gods hit early access on Steam, and then closed beta came to Xbox and PlayStation in October. It's been exciting to see the team bring the Smite gods to life in a strategic card game. And we look forward to seeing the Smite characters that you know and love brought to life in many more creative ways over the years. Even though Hand of the Gods is still in beta, we wanted to give our early founders an opportunity to compete at the highest level. Our $50,000 Founders Tournament has brought the best Hand of the Gods players from all over the world here to HRX today. Okay, now turning to Smite in the Smite Pro League, Season 4 Path to HRX has been one of the most exciting in Smite esports history. With no clear favorite, anyone can take this year's World Championship. And of course, one team has the chance to take home its 3rd straight world title, despite having been relegated to the gauntlet just weeks ago. Along with esports, Smite has had one of its biggest seasons ever for new content. From a new Pantheon and new gods to adventures and Project Olympus, it has been a great year. We released the Celtic Pantheon and 9 gods, bringing the roster over 90 gods in total. And this year, we will bring even more exciting gods to life in Smite, many that have been requested by you, the players, over the years. 2017 brought a new way to play and enjoy Smite as we introduced adventures. From the RPG Trials of King Hercules to my personal favorite, Corrupted Arena, where we all learned a very important lesson: throwing people into giant holes for instant kills is a lot of fun. 2017 was an exciting year for Smite's future as we launched Project Olympus. This is a passion project and is our commitment to update and improve the Smite player experience for now and for the years to come. We took your feedback, we made changes to gameplay, user interface, and overall progression. We added prestige levels for godlike advancement, triumphant chess for more rewards, the Learn tab for new players, multi-queuing, and many other quality of life updates. Now, at my core, I'm a gamer, programmer, and tech nerd. I was proud of the integration of voice, 4K client support, major console quality of life enhancements, and a ton of behind-the-scenes tech improvements. Now, 2018, we will continue Project Olympus and take it even further. Throughout the year, we will update gameplay, art, and other features based on your continued input. So keep sending us your feedback and suggestions. We're listening. Throughout Season 4, we dive deeper into the game's lore, the Odyssey event dedicated to the clash of Athena and Ares, as they sought revenge for the death of Zeus. Athena rallied her allies, while Ares went on a rampage. As the gods waged war, Hades reaped the benefits. The underworld grew with every death, leading up to this moment. And here is the final chapter of the 2018 Odyssey.
Mortals, do not fear death. Death is not the end. Death is the beginning. Surrender to the flames of Ragnarok. Forge a new world where all shall fear me.
Hades' chaos ripples through the battleground of the gods, creating a rift between light and dark, order and chaos. This year kicks off our most ambitious art and gameplay update in Smite's history, the new Conquest map. The battle of order and chaos. The Conquest environment art breathes life into Smite's lore. We've updated the environment, every minion, every jungle camp to create a unique identity for both the order and chaos sides. The Olympian Order has a beautiful, pristine architecture with a rich, natural environment, while Ragnarok has morphed and twisted the land that we know as chaos. The underworld is bursting from the chaos side, demonstrating Hades' ongoing plan to form and rule a new world. Along with the updated art style, we gathered your feedback and made changes to improve gameplay. We had actually 3 main goals that were important to us when creating the new Conquest map. First and foremost was to create a vertically symmetrical map that would ensure an even playing field no matter what side you were playing on. Secondly, to widen the map to make positioning more meaningful and lane rotations a real commitment. Finally, we wanted to address early game snowballing, allowing for epic comebacks that we as players always hope for when fighting from behind. And when you roam the narrow paths of the jungle, you'll immediately notice the jungle fog is back. Traveling through the jungle is more dramatic and dangerous than ever before. There is a lot more art and gameplay changes to discover in the new Conquest map. Like all things smart, we'll monitor gameplay and listen to your feedback to improve the Conquest experience throughout Season 5. Along with Conquest, we will be updating the arena map well before the next HRX. Here is an early look at some of the concept art that Chuck and our environment team has been working on. Our goals are to update the artwork to make the arena feel like a unique battleground where worshipers venture to legendary lands and gods battle for your favor. We will also add unique features to each side of the map so you can easily distinguish if you are headed to friend or foe. Adventure started out as an experiment, but it was a fun opportunity for the development team to create new game modes outside the core competitive Smite experience. We were excited when it took off. New and veteran players alike kept playing, streaming, and asking for more. In Trials of Hercules, you ventured into the RPG dungeon crawler to defeat epic monsters. Few of you survived the Hydra, including myself. In Apollo's Racer Rumble, the gods jumped into go-karts and raced around the track because, well, they could. And in Shadows over Hercupolis, you traveled through the Norse realms to rescue King Hercules from the god that we love to hate, Loki. This year, new adventures await, and our team is eager and excited to bring them to you. First up will be a new adventure called Daji and the 1,000 Mobs. In this horde mode, you and your friends will fend off waves of minions and epic bosses to save Daji's adorable fox. The team is also excited to add more gods to the roster. For the past couple years, we released one Pantheon per year. But for this year, we wanted to explore fan requests and personal favorites that you all have been requesting over the years. So coming this summer, the team is proud to announce that we'll be releasing gods from 2 new pantheons. The pantheons will come from regions not yet explored in Smite. One from the frigid north, the Slavic pantheon. Followed by a pantheon from the heat of the equator. We introduce the Voodoo pantheon. Now, if MLC and Pond will stop harassing me in our playtests and let me win once in a while, maybe we'll introduce a third. I've been fortunate to work at Hi-Rez over 12 years. It's been a wild ride. We started out as a very small team. Just 15 people brought Smite from its early pre-production stage to its initial closed beta in 2012. During that time, I enjoyed programming many of the features myself. But we've grown over the years, and the team continually wants to bring more and more to the Smite experience. And now we have over 100 developers that work tirelessly to improve Smite with each and every patch. Your praise and criticism fuels us. We are here to continue to deliver what is hopefully worthy of your favor. Thank you for being such a passionate and amazing community. You have made it all worth it. Now, we have one more surprise to reveal today. Last year, we pivoted to spend more time on each god. And now that we're over 90 gods, we want to make sure that each one adds a unique gameplay, exciting theme, beautiful artwork, and most importantly, are super fun to play. The team is now excited to reveal our 93rd addition to Smite.
a longtime community content creator and shoutcaster, Hi-Rez executive producer, and forehead. Make some noise for Rory Dry Bear Nubra.
What's going on, HRX? All right. Did you guys see Cerberus? What a mean-looking Doge. Looks good, man. All right. I have to do this for science, okay? So bear with me here. Let's do a quick roll call. Where are my Smite fans at? Okay. All right. All right. I like it. The challenge has been accepted, though, so where are my Paladins fans at? All right. All right. It's so great to be here, guys. You make it a pleasure to be a part of the Hi-Rez family. Here at Hi-Rez, we're many things. Okay, I'm sure you have plenty of thoughts on your own. We're bold. We don't take ourselves too seriously, which means sometimes we pour barbecue sauce and mayonnaise on our heads. Stu smelled like cookout for days after this. It was palpable. Sorry, Stu. Sometimes we leave ourselves at the mercy of stream chat in the name of charity. Oh, yeah. I looked like Chris Larson for a while. It was a very interesting time in my life. Very interesting time in my life. All right. Starting to feel like HRX now. Can you guys believe that it's been 5 years already? It's pretty crazy, right? Yeah. Let's do it. I will always remember being behind this stage on the analyst desk for the opening year. Truth be told, I actually cried that day. I don't know, it just meant the world to me. You know, it was the culmination of all my time as a streamer, content creator, and caster for Smite, which is the game that got me into the games industry. Going from broadcasting in my bedroom to being up here on the stage for you all, it was everything I could ask for. The battleground of the gods. It holds a special place in my heart. Now, during my time on Smite, we worked to sow the seeds of a thriving community, case in point. We stoked the fires of a fierce competitive scene, and we saw some OP characters here and there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Appwash. It was a surreal experience. It was a surreal experience. It really was. And honestly, I cherished the opportunity to be a part and make an impact on the game that I loved so dearly. Then, along came Paladins. At the onset, Paladins dared to expand on what objective-based gameplay brought to the shooter genre. We iterated tirelessly until we found a way to put a card system, mounts, and an in-game item store into the game. And finding answers to those challenges was one of the most rewarding tasks to be a part of, both personally as a developer and as a designer. What an astoundingly fun project to work on. It really was. And every day, I'm amazed with what that team creates. You'll get a chance to see a little bit of that shortly here. What Paladins is today, though, we owe to all of you who are a part of the closed beta experience. In fact, now that I think about it and look back on all these years, it's kind of something we've always done together, huh? We always bring our games out into the public very, very early. Because we believe that the best games are made together. Because we believe in community, we believe in you, and that Hi-Rez belief is the only reason I'm standing in front of you here today. Our love of gaming is what drives us to create games that we want to play. And it's also why we're always working on new games behind the scenes. Now, granted, not all these games will see the light of day, for one reason or another. But we're stoked to share one of those projects with you now. A small, versatile team within Hi-Rez has been hard at work on a new game. Here comes Bot Smashers. Yeah, smashing stuff. All right. Bot Smashers is a colorful world full of wacky robots that take their job of smashing things very seriously. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is there actually a game associated with this? I hope. Well, boy, howdy, there is. Bot Smashers is a 1v1 base building game, strategy game, where you collect all sorts of crazy bots to fight for you. The team are big fans of the RTS genre, and we really wanted to capture that experience in matches that were short enough to be played when you're sitting on the couch, when you're laying in bed, and let's face it, when you're taking a poop. It offers the creative freedom of a strategy game with all the excitement of building a collection. Now, if you're here in the venue this weekend, head over to the ballroom and play Bot Smashers. We've got tons of stations for you. Come say hi. Or try your luck at beating me or one of the other developers that will be there all weekend long. We'll be running tournaments, giving out swag, see who's the best smasher around. But if you're at home, don't worry. Head over to botsmashers.com and sign up for early testing. This all to say, guys, I can't overstate our deep gratitude for you taking a chance on us and helping us build these fantastic games. We can't wait to hear what you think about Bot Smashers, and I can't wait to build this game with you. Thank you.
Join me in giving a warm welcome to the Hi-Rez co-founder, COO, and executive producer of Paladins, Todd Harris.
Way back in 2012, we had a crazy idea for a brand new game. We wanted to make a team-based shooter, the kind we all grew up playing, but this shooter would be set in a world of fantasy. We had this vision of a realm full of legendary champions. And back then, when we first started out, it looked like this. Oh, Grandpa Fernando. It was super early, obviously. It was rough around the edges. But at its core, it was really a blast. And so we took this concept we iterated on that. Giggity Goo is unstoppable. Every single day, we were playtesting essentially a brand new game as we refined this concept and really tried to find the fun. And eventually, in August of 2015, we had a game we actually felt was ready to show the world, Paladins. But even beyond that, we kept iterating. We kept trying new things and making bold decisions. And eventually, we got to a version of the game that we just had to get into your hands. And so on September 16th, 2016, after 33 closed beta patches, we opened Paladins up to the world by going early access on Steam. And of course, we haven't slowed down since then. This past year, in 2017, we launched 14 unique new champions, ranging from the knife-wielding cat burglar to the dual-wielding lawman and that crime boss with a flaming sword. We've also introduced modes that make Paladins even easier to pick up and play. And we've released 7 new maps that take players all around the realm, from the Vulpin's homeland to the Goblin Quarry and the stronghold of the Magistrate. Together, we launched a massive community-driven esports program. We started out with the biggest open entry grassroots tournament, I think, in gaming history, with a $350,000 Paladins Global Series, which is now open to players in 7 regions around the globe. We then launched a $250,000 Paladins Console Series, so we could open up high-tier competitions to all players with either an Xbox One or PlayStation 4 within North America and Europe. And then, of course, we kicked off the Paladins Premier League alongside 10 of the world's best-known esports teams. And somehow, amazingly, we did this in just a year together. Now, going into next year, we want to keep improving. We plan to keep building out the realm and taking Paladins to places it's never been before. And so, as a little inspiration for this year to come, we've created a new cinematic trailer showcasing our vision for the action-packed combat that is Paladins.
I don't know what you had in mind, but here we stand on opposing sides. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. We arm ourselves with the wrongs we've done. Name them off one by one. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Everything you say, everything you do, you push it in, and you cut me.
Yeah, that was after we nerfed Ash, so. But you know, this is the kind of experience we want you all to have every time you log into Paladins. And we want to bring you that same rush and that same Paladins feel wherever you are. We'd love for you to be able to pick up and play your favorite Paladins champion, even if you're nowhere near your PC or your console. Yes. Paladin Strike is everything you love about Paladins. It's got legendary champions, powerful abilities, of course, real-time multiplayer competition. And at the same time, Paladin Strike is something new. It's a hero shooter, so you have champions fighting for objectives, but it controls like a MOBA. And it has an interface and top-down view perfect for mobile. Now, Paladin Strike is still in very active development, but very soon we'll be launching a worldwide public test for both iOS and Android, and we'd love for you guys to play in it. So hop on board, hrxstrike.com to register, and I can't wait for you to have a chance to try this game out for yourself. Now, we've got a ton of announcements for our PC and console Paladins players, and let's kick things off by introducing Paladins' 36th new champion. She's just so cute. Meet the playful yet powerful Moji, Paladin's newest flank champion. Moji's a powerful magician who summons exotic creatures from around the realm, and she rides her favorite two-headed beast into battle. As you saw, her beast can get a bit hungry, though, so be careful she doesn't turn you into that snack. Of course, along with new champions, we are constantly developing new ways to dive into the action of Paladins. And it's now my pleasure to introduce our newest map and a brand new game mode.
That was brutal.
So the first team to 40 kills wins. It's just that simple. And of course, it's a ton of fun when you're looking for a quick, action-packed match. We're launching this mode with an all-new map, Trade District. This is set in the very popular Stone Keep art set, and Trade District is home to some of the Magistrate's finest merchants, and of course soon some great TDM action. Now, when you're riding into battle, into Trade District or any other map for that matter, for the first time in the history of Paladins, you're going to be able to ride something other than a horse. Yes, we're introducing a brand new a new mount type, the Battle Cat. And this very first Battle Cat mount, which is a vicious saber-toothed tiger, is called the Primal Prowler. As you may have guessed, Twitch Prime members are actually going to get this Primal Prowler mount absolutely free.
Hey gamers, it's Stream King here with another match. Get it before it's gone. I'm about to make plays. You guys gotta clip this, alright? Drop freeze. Don't forget to subscribe to become a soldier in the Stream King army.
We've partnered with Twitch Prime to give all their members exclusive access to this mount, to that new Twitch Prime Bomb King skin that, as you heard, has one of the memeiest voice packs we've ever created, and a ton of new content. And we're going to be giving away even more great stuff to Twitch Prime members over the next 90 days. If you're not already a member of Twitch Prime, you can actually just sign up for a free trial and instantly unlock all this content in Paladins. Now, Moji, the Team Deathmatch mode, and the Primal Prowler are coming to you next week on the PC and just 1 week later on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Now, we've got one final announcement, because there's a very special project our team has been working on. This is yet another brand new game mode. And it has its roots in one of Paladin's older game modes called Survival. You know, when we turned off the Survival mode, we said we were investigating how we could bring this back even better than before. And I think our team ended up putting together something pretty incredible. Paladins Battleground, the first ever hero shooter battle royale. Now, in joining these two genres together, we've come up with something that we think feels completely new. Imagine a battle royale game that's designed really from the ground up to be played within teams. You have supports struggling to keep their front line alive, damaged champions are letting the bullets fly, and flanks are looking for any possible assassination. You and your team will spawn into a truly massive map. This thing is more than 300 times the size of our biggest siege map today. Next, you hop on your mounts and you start exploring. You'll loot your way through more than 4 dozen outposts, and you'll track zeppelins in the sky, dropping legendary gear. As the fog contracts, the stakes are raised. The last team standing wins. But that's not easy with 100 players all fighting to win. Now, Battlegrounds is still in early development, and I don't want to spoil too much on the stage, but importantly, like all other Paladins content updates, this new Battlegrounds mode will be completely free for all current and future Paladins users. And we plan on releasing it this year on both PC and console. Now, who wants to play this thing? Because for you guys, for those of you here with us at Hi-Rez Expo, we've got a special surprise. You guys are going to be able to go hands-on with an alpha build of Paladins Battleground all weekend long next door in the Expo Hall. Thanks so much for your time today. Thanks for being here with us at HRX. I can't wait to seeing you in the realm and Battlegrounds very soon. Thanks.
Well, how about that? I guess that's the Battlegrounds of the champions, I guess. We'll see how that ends up working out. Thank you, Todd, Stu, Chris, and Rory for that. That concludes our keynote, everyone, but we've still got more to unveil to you throughout the week. So always have a tab open because you don't want to miss a thing here at HRX 2018. Though we are a game studio, you could say that the blood that runs through our veins here at Hi-Rez is esports. And it's time to begin our biggest esports competition ever. Over 35 teams from around the world are here, but only 3 will be crowned world champions. Now, I could start the competition and send it to the desk right now, but I've got a special guest here backstage who might be able to do it a little better.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Let's get down for esports!